Today we are around Sarcheshme Park in Khansar, and I want to talk to you about one of the functions of a very famous fault that the civilization of the city owes to the function of this fault. You see, in the park Sarcheshme area, which is one of the tourist destinations of the city, we have diverse springs that are located at different altitudes. Now, Baba Pir Spring has almost the lowest altitude in the area. And in order, as we go uphill to Marzangesht Spring, our altitude increases and the stability of our water decreases. However, various tourist aspects of this topic have been addressed. But today I want to talk about how this spring was created and talk about why this spring was formed here. And this spring that 11 water channels of the city are supplied from it. A geological and groundwater analysis for you to perform. I try to speak in simpler language. You see, these are schists, which are now from the Jurassic period. And this type of rock is completely impermeable to water, and water does not have the ability to penetrate it. But this type of rock is dolomite and limestone, which from this side to the highlands, our highlands are limestone, and you are exactly at the place where we have the contact of impermeable schist next to this limestone type, which this limestone type becomes permeable due to dissolution and has the ability to create aquifers, and aquifers that are also known as karst aquifers are formed in this. Now keep this point in mind. On the other side of the area, you also observe that we have a limestone, that exactly the same alternation has occurred there. That is, next to those pine trees, we have schists that are followed by limestones. That is, this alternation has completely occurred there. Repeated. Now, what is the reason why this alternation has occurred there? In fact, we had a fault that moved in this direction that I am showing you. That is, it has moved in this way. That is, it has pulled our side to the top and our side to this side, to the opposite side of me. Now, what has happened? This watery, permeable limestone of ours, which was fed from the heights and was watery, in the face of, due to the function of this fault, in front of that impermeable schist, or like our isogam, was placed. Now, the water that was coming from the uphill and heights at this point, which has the lowest altitude in the area, in the vicinity of limestones, reached this schist that was impermeable. It was because of this that it was bursting out. It could not penetrate it. It was bursting out. And in order, at different altitudes, these springs appeared. And in different seasons of rainfall that occurred, the stability of their water supply depended on their altitude. That is, the lower the altitude. This reservoir was less affected by rainfall. And the higher this altitude came, rainfall had to come so that this reservoir would raise its level more until springs like Marzangesht are formed. Now, this was a topic about the function of this fault and this alternation and the formation of this famous spring, which really the civilization of the city owes to the function of this fault.